Thank you. And last but not least, my man Johnny Loper. Johnny, come on, bring your guest now. As Johnny's coming up, Johnny's going to share his story, but he's also got to get somebody with him that's going to share their story. And I want Johnny to introduce her. This is Johnny Loper. Johnny's all the way from Olive Branch, Mississippi. He's a non-star emerald distributor at AdvoCare, rocking and rolling through the company. If you don't know what that is, that's a big deal. He's lighting it up. Share with your story briefly, and then introduce Zoe and let her share with us what's happening.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here. My story is, AdvoCare took me through past, present, future. I was that guy, that All-American football player, went to college. Mom worked very, very hard to sacrifice things to get me to go to college, and she only made $18,000 a year, worked a job for 38 years, cut grass when she got off from work, just cause everyone in my hometown told her that I was that star. I was going pro. The whole thing, when I played football, all I was thinking about is I have to get drafted. My mom have charged up so much. We living in a small trailer. She gave birth to 2, but she raised 6. I have to get my mom out of debt. I have to do that. The whole time I played, everybody said, "Why are you working so hard? It's the season over, why are you still working?" I knew I had a purpose. And a lot of times, if you have a purpose or something, you're going to give 100%. So, to make a long story short, it was draft day. I was a senior. The Steelers told me they was picking me 6th round. 6th round came. There was no Johnny Loper call. 7th round came. No Johnny Loper. Draft is over. I got a family that drove all the way from Waynesboro, Mississippi to Columbia, South Carolina for this big day that I set my mom free. My aunts put money together to get gas money to come to Columbia, South Carolina. And once they there, my mom's been married 3 times. All I can think of when I didn't get drafted, she smiled and she smiled. If you know my mom, she's always smiling. There's never anything wrong, no matter how bad the situation is. She sit there, and all I can think about is I'm another male that let my mom down. And for the next years, I was real low. And over the time, that actually started to fade away. You know, you always think about something that you always want to be as a kid, and over years, they kind of started to wither and fade, and the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, and you get happy again, and you fade and fade and fade, and it just went away. Got married, have a little son, and it went away. All of a sudden, AdvoCare came along, and what happened is, the first month I had made $18,000 with AdvoCare. So I'm just like, okay, man, I can stop right now. I've made what my mom, made in a year. I'm happy. I got $18,000 in the bank. I'm happy until I actually realized that the only purpose I joined AdvoCare was because of the products. And Jason told me, said, look, you got to have a bigger purpose. And Julie, you need to have a bigger purpose. You know, me at that time, I'm just like, man, they don't know me. I got $18,000. I don't need a purpose. Until I got home and sat down. And when I sat down, it came on me hard that I thought back 10 years, man, if I really apply myself, I can correct something that I always say I wanted to do. And my wife came in there like, what is wrong with you? And I'm just like, nothing. So I called Mary, and I was just like, Mary, let's work this AdvoCare. She was like, what? I said, let's work this AdvoCare. And what I did 3 months ago was the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I actually went home and wrote my mom a check for $18,000 and 1 cent and paid all her bills off. And that right there was the biggest accomplishment that no I was talking to a guy a while ago, he said he's a distributor. I said, man, you have to be an advisor. Get to the advisor. AdvoCare can really make dreams come true. And I would tell anybody, at first I was just like, nah, I'm not going to tell anybody, but that would be very selfish of me not to tell the next person what AdvoCare have done for me. And we've been in the business for 10 months, and we made $150,000. You cannot ever tell me that was going to happen. And the reason I do this is so many people in my hometown that's looking for a way out. that's watching what I do. I can't quit no time soon because it's more about me. It's about everybody that's watching what I do, and to give them hope, to give a person, oh man, well let me introduce, man, I'm sorry, Jay, but this is one reason why AdvoCare is so great. If you don't remember nothing, remember touching one person, the story that she's getting ready to tell you. This is why fitness, AdvoCare, and this is why you're here. I'm going to just stop here. Her name is Zoe Jameson.
Okay, if I would have known I was going to have to stand up here in front of all you all, I probably would have stayed at home. But when Johnny say, come on, let's go, you go, because Johnny say, let's go. But I met Johnny Loper over 4 years ago. And how I met him 4 years ago was, I was inside of my apartment complex. Now, I'm over 300 pounds at this point. And I was doing a Walk Away to Pounds DVD, if any of you all know it. I was in there just a stomach. I live on the 3rd floor now, so people up under me started beating on the floor like, fat girl, stop, right? So, I called a friend, and my friend, I said, okay, I need a gym to go to because I can't keep doing this in my apartment. And so he was like, I know this girl that just lost 60 pounds. I said, call her right now. I need to know. Now, at this point, all I wanted to do was lose 50 pounds by the time I turned 30. That was it. I was like, okay, 50 pounds, I'm good. So he gave me J-Lo's website. I went to the website. I got the number. J-Lo said, come on down. I went on down. I went to the classes. I started working out. The first time I started working out with Johnny, I lost 85 pounds. Now, I said, Johnny, I got something to tell you. He said, oh, Lord, you're pregnant. Yep, I was pregnant. So guess what happened? I gained that 85 pounds back, plus some more. So after I had my little girl, I had her in September, and I said, I came to Johnny. Johnny said, if y'all keep watching her by April, ooh, she ain't gonna even look the same. April came, I was still, looked like I was still pregnant. Come June, I still looked like I was pregnant. Johnny pulled me to, now we talking about family now. Y'all been talking about family all night. This is family. Family said, Zoe, come on, what's wrong? I know you can do it. What's been the problem? I said, Johnny, I feel like I've been a single parent all this time. I don't know what to do. I'm depressed. I wasn't balanced. Johnny said, as long as you have me and J-Lo Fitness, you're not a single parent. That's all I needed. I needed one person to have my back and believe in me, and that was Johnny. After that, I started working out faithfully, because guess what? Even though sometimes we disappoint ourselves, I couldn't disappoint this man. So I started working out hard. Along my journey, I have lost a total of 140 pounds. Yeah, 140 pounds. So once I had gotten to that 111 mark, I had to move back home. My finances weren't where they needed to be. I came to Johnny. I said, Johnny, I need to move back home. I just have to. I said, I hope you're not upset with me or nothing, because I've been with him forever and I didn't want him to be upset. He said, Zoe, this is good. You can go to the Delta. They need you up there. You can go there and start a J-Lo Fitness. Now, I'm the same fat girl that was on the couch that was doing Walk Away to Pounds. Today, I have gone to Mars, Mississippi. I have started a team called Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. We work out every single morning at 5:30 in the morning. We back there again in the evening time at 6 o'clock. Now, Johnny told me when I moved home, he said, Zoe, if you get you $350, I'm going to come to Mars, you buy you $350 worth of products, I'm going to come do a mixer. I did that. I sold that $350 worth of products before he could even get there. Because guess what? People want to know what I've done to lose weight. So all I had to do was tell them. I told them everything I did. They followed along. In 5 days, I was an advisor. Every time I sold 350, I sold 350 again. I just kept going. At this point, John was like, what is that girl doing down there in Mars, Mississippi? I got to go down there. But by his help, he said, Zoe, find your why. What is your why? And I said, well, Johnny, you know, I want me and Emily to have a house. He said, you can get that house. That's not a why. Find your why. What is your why, though? He kept saying, what is your why? And I was mad about that because that was my why. I wanted a house. But my why is this. My biological mom passed away when I was 5 months. So now I have my own little girl. So my why is what? To be a mother to my little girl. So with AdvoCare, I can be a mom with my little girl. And guess what? All of you parents that have adopted kids, I'm an adoptive child. And so it works. Continue to do what you're doing. Find your why again. Your why have to be greater than you and the products and making money. It has to be great. Thank you.